Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So guess who's back after their 6-month hiatus? But on a serious note, really I stopped uploading because I kind of couldn't. I was hit with illnesses, I was hit with technical difficulty, and also I had to relocate. But at least it's all over now, and now I can laugh at it. But all that aside, we're gonna relax and watch me build this new matcha shop and chit chat. Okay, so before I get into other topics that are not directly related to the build, I do want to talk about it for a little bit. So the first thing is that I pre-planned this video. You can kind of tell with the editing style I did because all the stuff is primarily already colored. You'll see once I start placing the furniture, but I planned it because I was just building this for fun, but I ended up liking it a lot. So I was like, well, I think matcha is pretty trendy right now, so I think it makes sense for me to film this. Obviously I haven't filmed a video in a while, so that was another reason why I wanted to get this video out. And let me tell you guys, I literally haven't been able to build anything I liked in Bloxburg in months. Everything I built, I would delete it and just be like, this is not this is not something I want to put out. And obviously that kind of caused a negative relationship with the game, because it was every time I was like, if I get on the game and I make something that I'm not proud of, then I'm not gonna play the game. So I really got burned out. And was it just me, or I felt like the game was technically dying off because I would not see other creators on YouTube? People don't nearly post as much as they did about Bloxburg now, and there's only a few that are consistent nowadays, me not being one of them. But so I'm gonna try to remedy that problem by doing builds that I really am interested in. My last one did pretty well, and I really do love the concept of eco-brutalism, and I do think I'm gonna do another build like that. But I just want to do some stuff that are niche subjects because I'm really into that type of stuff, and I just want to venture out a little bit more in my builds, not do everyday themes. We've all seen people build modern houses and coastal houses, and I love those things, but I also do want to do quirkier things, I guess. Things that are just not seen every day, more creative flexibility within my build, because I think I'll enjoy the game a little more. For example, in this build, I mean, it's just a matcha cafe shop, but at the same time I got to use my creative liberty with it, because I don't know, I just created it. I really didn't even look at any inspo pics, which I usually do use, but I was just going off the top of my brain and I ended up liking it. And I think that's the key to it, because obviously they say comparison is the thief of joy, and that's kind of true, because when you're on Pinterest, you're scrolling all day and you just see what other people are building, or you're just looking at the pictures that everybody else is looking at, then you want to build everybody else's building, and it's okay, it's kind of getting repetitive. Let's do something different. So I want to do stuff like that, more kind of create my more custom stuff. Another aspect of building projects I realized about myself is that I don't like building big houses or anything like that. Some days I want a big project, but a lot of the time I rather a small project like this. And this is exactly why I knew that this build was perfect for my first video technically back, because it was not big at all. This entire plot that I built was technically a 4x4 building, and then it was 2x4 for the entrance, but honestly that's pretty simple. I just feel overwhelmed when I get too ambitious and make a whole floor plan of a huge mansion, and I end up never building mansions because literally my brain, it just gets overstimulated. And I don't know why, but I just realized that smaller builds are okay, and I like them a little bit better. So that's another important thing that I reflected about myself when it comes to building on Bloxburg, at least. Honestly, when I was taking the break off of Bloxburg, I was I low-key slept on Sims 4. I never really got into Sims, but when I stopped playing like Bloxburg and everything, I was like, okay, maybe I should remedy with this with another building game, because most of the games I play are either like driving or like it has to be some type of like decoration, like Animal Crossing, something like that. Unless it's like Splatoon. I really into Splatoon. I don't know why, but I am. And I also got into Sims 4 and I was like, well, I kind of like this, but it just didn't hit the same as Bloxburg for me, because I felt like Bloxburg, obviously you have like your basic shapes and everything, you can make your own colors and everything. So that was what really drew me back to it. Anyways, moving on, another issue I had was literally my other computer I always filmed on. I had multiple files on there. I had like just everything that I started this channel with basically down the drain, because I will try to charge it, like I still have it, and I'll try to charge it, it will not turn on. So I ended up getting a new MacBook and I love it, but it's kind of unfortunate because I did have a lot of like stuff on there that I needed, but hopefully one day it turns on, maybe not. And because that laptop was like getting like so bad, I physically couldn't play the game because the lag from Bloxburg would literally like not allow me to film, and I couldn't screen record, I couldn't voice over, I couldn't edit, and it was just like, okay, well, kind of have to give up on that right now. And then on top of all of that, I was in the process of moving and all that, so it just got pretty chaotic. I'm telling you guys, I just kept getting sick, and I literally 2 weeks ago, I'm just now getting over 2 different illnesses. The first one, I had, I think, food poisoning for a straight week. Honestly, it felt like my intestines were gonna get ripped out my stomach. Yeah, I'm just glad I made it through that. And second, I also got a sinus infection. I don't know what from. I guess I just contacted that. I don't know if it's the changing of like seasons, because in Florida summer's coming and it'd be wild over here.
Get a load of this guy.
Was just going through it, and I'm just glad that it's over now and I can kind of resume my mellowness and my creativity, because the girl was lacking her artistic forms. And like literally, I wasn't playing guitar, I wasn't drawing, I wasn't building nothing, like just absolutely in mayhem. But I digress. At least we got past it all and we're still looking forward to the rest of the year. Okay, it's still our year and we're gonna make it happen. So on a good note, at least now I'm in a good space. I'm happy where I'm at, and there's only improvement upon here, and at least I got to discuss and update you guys about my life today. Yeah, I'm also filming at 2:30 a.m. so some things never change on this channel. I'm always filming at a random time in the middle of the night. Also, something I think I should have mentioned earlier, especially about building a matcha shop. Yeah, I've never actually drinking matcha. Like, I've never even tried it. I have no idea what it tastes like. I've heard some people say it tastes like grass, and I've had other people say that it tastes like paradise, but I wouldn't know. So that's like kind of weird that I'm building it, but I don't even know anything about it. Anyways, cue montage. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's video. I had a lot of fun with it, and I love the little montage I made with it. Yeah. Also, thank you to those who still supported me through this break. I seen the subscribers and we did reach 500 subs, so that's cool. We're on the road to 600, so I'm excited. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, and as always, I love you all. Stay rad. I'll see you next week. Bye everyone.